Hi, my name is Brian LaPayower, and this is LaPayower Report, the fundamental talk show program where I conduct conversations with individuals who have unique skills and talents. On today's program, my guest today is a director, producer, and a writer, and his name is J. Samuel Ryan. J. Samuel Ryan, welcome to the program.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay. J. Samuel Ryan, thank you for coming out here. You are not from Staten Island, New York, believe it or not. You are from Queens.
Astoria, Queens.
Beautiful, Astoria, Queens. Jane, I don't even know what to call you these days, Mr. Director. Please tell the viewers about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Astoria, Queens. I still live there now. Lived there my whole life, and I throughout my journey, throughout my childhood, and all the way to adult up, I discovered filmmaking, and part of that journey also included watching a lot of TV and movies as a kid.
Okay. What about video games by any chance? Do you play any video games?
Oh, I grew up with video games. I'm a Nintendo aficionado, to put it that way.
Yeah.
I was always playing Game Boy and Super Nintendo and Nintendo also, and I still have my Nintendo 64, my original Nintendo 64. It's still hooked up and connected and works like a charm. Minus the high def, unfortunately.
Well, they have actually a special adapter to make at least near high definition. I know they do sell that type of device. I seen it somewhere in New York City. I can't really mention about the Yochiko price or anything. I'll tell you about later where the product's being sold though. But I did have, in a way, I had an Nintendo 64, and I regret the fact that I got rid of it and everything. So, anyways, here in the program. Believe it or not, I met you at an event with producer Fred Kasha. We were at the Empire Hotel, okay? And at the Empire Hotel, Fred and myself, actually Fred, he was the host, producer of Who Do You Like TV, interviewed you. We exchanged information that event. And then right afterwards, connected me and Fred and nearly anybody else, though. Now, in that time frame, you had a film called An Inconvenient Ruth. Please, J. Samurai, please tell the viewers about what is Inconvenient Ruth? What can you tell us all about?
Well, it's not the first script I've ever written, but it is the first script I've ever produced that I wrote, and it's basically a story about a woman, kind of comparable to like a religious fanatic. She has this unusual obsession with weather conditions, like hurricane or Harmattan season or El Nino and such. And as I mentioned, like she's comparable to a religious fanatic. She's always trying to deliver a message. She's always trying to get a message out about how people should be careful on where they take vacations, or if they even sing about a song or something like that. And that becomes the central theme of the movie, which is that this woman, she doesn't care about anything except just getting a message about weather conditions to get it out in reference to what people are talking about. So as a result, she interrupts any event possible, whether it be a wedding or a music rehearsal or even two people who have a little romantic fling or something, like that. She'll just appear out of nowhere, and it's all because she just has this, I guess she like a psychological connection or something that just makes her just go right there, give out the lecture, she leaves, and doesn't realize the mess that she causes after she's already left with giving out her lecture.
Okay. Now, the starting role of Inconvenient Ruth is actress, and I believe she's also a model too, Lucy Lopez. Okay. How and where did you meet Lucy Lopez by any chance?
I met her at a networking event. I met her at several networking events as time went on. And we became friends. And when I wrote this role, I felt that she was a good fit for the part, and that's primarily because she has a good description of how I picture the role. She doesn't have to be a not too old, not too young type of character, the Ruth character. And, she knew her lines. She was able to act out her lines. She definitely put all the effort I could look for in an actress for this role. And she really nailed it.
Okay. Now you do have other actors, actresses in the film. Who are the other actors and actors by any chance?
Well, one of them is actress Catherine Black, and she was cast because I didn't meet her at a networking event. I met her when I did a casting call on social networking websites that I'm looking for an actress who can handle kissing scenes,
Okay.
and even before her kissing partner in that movie would
Okay.
be cast, she still pulled it off. She showed me some of her past work, her portfolio, and when I finally got my actor for that role cast in there opposite her, they during the rehearsal they within like less than 20 minutes of knowing each other, they gave me a very good kissing rehearsal, and that was it for me. That they sold me on their kiss.
Okay. Now, I believe it or not, that Catherine Black's the actor that she was kissing is Tony Vasquez. For those viewers out there who do not know who Tony Vasquez is, Tony hosts a program, believe it or not, here in Staten Island Community Television called Tony V's Seen It, if I'm saying the title right here. And that's produced by Michael Gett. He's one of the producers here, and he also produces the Chris and Cookie Show. So I actually met Tony Vasquez through, of course, Chris and Cookie,
Oh,
believe it
cool.
or not. But of course, Tony V, he does segments here, and he does have guests usually on Tony V's, of course, Seen It. If anyone out there wants more information about Tony V's See It, they could contact Staten Island CTV, and then they'll help, and they'll be helped out. And so let's get moving along further with an Inconvenient Ruth. I mean, it's not the only work that you have on there. We're gonna talk about at least the other film, and believe it or not, the premiere of an Inconvenient Ruth was, believe it or not, held in Brooklyn.
Yep.
At the Bachi, they call it.
Yeah, it's some restaurant and bar in Brooklyn called the Bocce, and I submitted the movie to their venue, and they picked it up, and it ended up being the longest movie compared to the other ones, but at the same time, I was able to get a very good positive feedback from the audience. You know, half of them were the actors in the movie, you know, because they wanted to see the finished work as well. But for the most part, I had a very good feedback from people who were the first ones to see it, you included, I might add.
Yes.
And I think that's a good sign for any first-time director like me, even if it's independent directing. I like the idea that people who don't even know me were able to experience my art. They approved, they appreciated it. And that's really the best advice I would give to any first-time director out there. If you want to know that your work really stands out, that it really is a direction for you in filmmaking, entertain people who you don't know. Because believe me, those are your true audience members. Those are the ones you're going to have to entertain. Remember, family and friends are always good to have as support, but you got to also look and realize they're not always going to be there. And you know, it's a risk, you know, the business. You know, it's a risk to take, but it's worth the risk if you really put a lot of direction into it.
Okay. Now, believe it or not, at the Bachi, you did had someone that interview you as rest of the cast members. He is actually Big Veg. That's right. Vitaverga Bigaman. That's a name for him, of Rock Around Radio.
Yep.
And also, you actually made a call-in to Rock Around Radio before the premiere of Inconvenient Ruth at the Abachi, if I'm correct.
Well, you know, the eve before the premiere, the night before the premiere, I was on his radio show, and I was just giving everyone a good insight of what to expect at the screening. You know, that it was going to be me and about, I'd say about like 80% of my cast was going to be there, and he also came to the premiere as well. He interviewed me as well. But before that, I was on his radio show, giving the movie a plug, giving the event a plug, and you know, that's always a good thing. As much publicity as you can for your project.
Okay. Now, believe it or not, on the program itself, you did, however, forward me clips. Unfortunately, I felt the clips are a little bit too long here. In the interest of fairness on the program here, to substitute for the clips because of the time amount that's on the based on the program, I'm only like doing a half an hour program here. We do have picture clips from the not only the Inconvenient Ruth, but another film you also been doing before we get and jump to clips is it's a tongue twister title called Can you please pronounce the title? It's such a tongue twister. I hope the camera's working, by the way.
It's Tyolonoxicateroid.
Tyolonoxicateroid. I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble saying his title, though. How did you come up with this title?
All right. Well, believe it or not, the title is actually the way how I also blueprinted the script. Actually, Tyolonoxicateroid is made up of 3 words: Tylenol, intoxicated, and steroid. The 3 steps that go by what you can expect from the finished product of the movie.
Okay. Okay, well that's amazing. And you made both films, Inconvenient Ruth, based on an inconvenient truth from former Vice President Al Gore, and of course that other movie, which I'm gonna have tongue twister. I can't even say the name. You know what? We're gonna go on and we're gonna try this out. We're gonna try to show the first clip that we have with us. We have about 14 clips, I believe. So let's go ahead and try to put on the very first clip. Okay. So anyway, moving right along clips. I believe you also do have a trophy as well.
Yep.
From one of the films. Can we see it real quickly?
Absolutely.
We're gonna try to. Okay, our screen has one dark, but here. Okay, welcome back. I just want to thank our technical director today, Jamie Hickson, who's directing the program. Thank you, Jamie. And we're gonna try to at least get the first. Let's see. Okay, here's I believe our first picture.
Yes, that's me. That's me acting in my own movie right there. I'm Elvis. My character's name is Elvin, and I'm an Elvis impersonator, and that's my cast behind me.
Okay, and then I see we have Lucy Lopez, and I see we have Karima O'Day. You also have who's the small girl, by the way?
That's Lizzie Jimenez. Yeah, Lizzie Jimenez, and the guy next to her is Nick Dre.
Okay. Where did you find Lizzie by any chance?
I met her at fashion events, and you know, I visited her page, her Facebook page also, and she seemed like what I was looking for the role. She plays a bride in that movie. It's actually without giving out too much of the storyline, it's like an Elvis-themed wedding, and if you see in the movie, unfortunately, it's not in the still images, but if you watch the movie, you'll see that she wears this gigantic beehive wig, and she's supposed to be.
Well, I did see the film.
Yeah, she's supposed to be referencing Priscilla Presley in that, because I tried to set up an Elvis type of themed wedding only because I'm a big I'm fan of Las Vegas, and so I really like the way how those themed weddings were had with an Elvis impersonator conducting the ceremony and everything, and so I went with that direction. And believe it or not, the whole scene right there was actually based on the feedback that people liked with me in an Elvis costume. So I figure, you know what, that'll be a part of the movie.
Okay, let's go to the next picture, please. Let's go to the next picture. Okay, that's another shot of the same people. Lucy Lopez, Karima O'Day, you, Jason Ryan, Lizzie, and Nick Dre. Let's go to the next picture. Okay, who's in this one right here? I see Nick Dre, you, and who's the female? Yeah,
that's Zin. She goes by the name Zin La Cruz, and
Zin La Cruz.
Yes, a very unique name, I might add, if I don't say so myself.
Is she your girlfriend by any chance?
No.
Okay, next picture. Okay, now this is we're in an outside shot. As I believe it is Catherine Black.
Yeah, that's actually from the second movie, actually.
Okay, I believe our pictures are fortunately mixed up, but it's all right though. Okay,
yeah,
that shot.
That's from Inconvenient Ruth right there. That's that of course is Tony, and there's Katz, and there's Lucy, looking very funny, I might add.
Yeah.
And that's me, of course, with my headphones on because I'm the director, of course. I think that says plenty for that there.
Okay, that's a beautiful shot. Here's another group shot.
This is taken at the music studio scene, and everyone did a very good job in their acting. I was very happy with Rhonda and Tommy and Lucy and
Rhonda's the lady next to you.
Okay? Yeah, she's the one in the middle over there.
I believe she's Rhonda Swindle. I believe. That's
yes.
The actress. And then you have Tommy. I can't even say his last name. Ochi.
Oh, I think it might be Achi actually.
Achi. Because if it was like Uchi, it sounds like someone to be interviewed by George Takei. You know George Takei from Star Trek would be like, Hello, Tommy Uchi. Oh my!
Look at the shirt that I'm wearing, though. I made that shirt, by the way. That's actually an image of Fight Club and has one of my favorite lines in it, the lead salad line. And you know, I like putting crazy stuff printed on T-shirts, so I got that printed
And
on
who's
there.
the guy, gentleman, Rollo, Rhonda, and Tommy?
Yeah, that he goes by the name Raven, but he's also named Seaton Hancock, and he played the drummer character in the movie, and he also was involved in making the music possible for the movie. He was involved in music composition and conduction.
Okay. And we also Lucy Lopez. And so next picture, please. Next picture. Here we have you and Lizzie.
Yeah, that was when we were just wrapping up. She's not in costume, by the way. She's just in her normal clothes, and I look like a giant. I look like I'm about to eat her in that shot right there. You know.
Yeah, feed me. Well, that's order two. Next picture. Okay.
That's a shot of me directing the scene right there. You know, the actors are listening to me. They're listening to how I want the scene and what I expect from them and certain angles. And that's my camera over there. That captured everything, by the way, that camera.
Oh, really?
And, you know, because when you do independent filmmaking, your resources are limited, you know. So, you know, a lot of takes and a lot of angles from various takes, they were all done with a single camera setup. So, you know, a lot of time was used within that. But for the most part, I got everything I needed. And what I really like about the music studio scene, and I think a lot of filmmakers will like this as well, is that there were plug outlets all around the music studio, so I didn't have to use my battery power. I could just plug it right in, and guess what? Free energy.
Beautiful. Next picture, and that's an outside shot. Was this from Inconvenient Ruth?
No, this is from Tyolonoxicateroid. This is Lucy playing a gay actress, actually, that I casted her in.
She's not really, is she?
No, she's just playing the role.
Okay, next picture. Okay, because I like Lucy Lopez a lot. Here's another shot.
That's a behind-the-scenes shot of Tyolonoxicateroid right there. I think we were just wrapping up on that shot there. That was taken by Rhonda's friend, Al Buxness. Very good photographer, I might add. He gave me some great behind-the-scenes shots.
Okay, cards to Al Buxness. Next picture.
And this is Tyolonoxicateroid again. That's my friend Patty Mack, and I met her at a networking event as well. And she's actually playing a character I created called Cheryl Stoop, which is like a fictional talk show, because I also did that little clever trick.
It sounds familiar, like the women's NBA best player, Cheryl Swoops. It sounds like a similarity to the names, believe it or not.
Cheryl Stoop. I try to come up with a funny name, you know, ending with the word Stoop on it, and she looks like she could host a talk show.
And this was in Central Park?
Yes, Central Park. I think it's right near 57th Avenue, I believe.
57th Street, I believe.
I get.
Who was counting anyways? Manhattan. Next picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyolonoxicateroid.
That's Alahita Jacobs and Nick Dre. That's I like Nick on that wedding scene in Inconvenient Ruth, so I casted him in this as well. And here we are, behind the scenes shot of them on the set. They worked very well together, I might add. And when you see the movie, you'll see what I mean. How they just really got the chemistry of acting together. You know.
Next picture. Do we have any more pictures? I believe we do. This is a poster from An Inconvenient Ruth.
Yes, you can see that the movie really got some very good recognition from the laurels over there, and on the banner there. I want to talk a little bit about the banner. That's how you can see the movie. I really advise all of you to see my movie. I really appreciate any support I can get, and that banner is referencing that it got picked up for cineplaytv.com, and you can watch the movie. It's still on there, and I need all your help, you know, all of you in Staten Island. I really, you know, help this filmmaker reach Hollywood one day by supporting this movie, by watching it. And coming up next month is the Cineplay Film Awards. By subscribing and voting to Cineplay TV, by voting for my movie, you can better my chances of winning Best Short Film for An Inconvenient Ruth. And
any more pictures we have?
Yeah.
And we have the poster for Tyolonoxicateroid.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's the last picture, though. Anything special about the poster?
Well, I wanted to really depict that we're, you know, the main humor of Tyolonoxicateroid. That there's a lot of funny scenes with Alahita giving a lot of funny faces, because the movie is based on a classic I Love Lucy episode, and I wanted to go with that. And
do you recall which episode from I Love Lucy?
What?
Do you recall which episode from I Love Lucy?
Yes, Vitamita Vegemin. when she's trying to audition for the commercial, and she gets very intoxicated with the medicine. She also gives these very funny, gross-out expressions, and that's where the influence came for this movie. And actually, it was Alahida Jacobs' idea to want to do this movie. I got influence. I wrote the script, produced it, and directed it.
Beautiful. I think that's all the pictures we have in the show. And I do see that you have a trophy. Can you tell us about this trophy?
This is a trophy that I...
Can we go to camera 3, please? There we go.
Well, this trophy is from the Mountain Film Festival.
Yeah, where's that film festival located?
That's, I believe it's in upstate California. I forgot exactly the name of it. And basically, I submitted the movie to them. They liked it. I received this crystal trophy.
Okay. Can I see the trophy, please?
Absolutely.
Let's see there. Just want to read
It's a heavy sucker.
Very heavy. It says 2016 Mountain Film Festival Short Film Competition Sir Edmund Hillary Award and Inconvenient Ruth J. Samaryan Director.
Yeah.
Oh, Sir Edmund Hillary, very, very well-known actor. Actually, British actor, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a really powerful. You better handle it before I drop it. I don't want to drop the award.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not there. Any other works that you have on the block so far?
Well, I'm going to be making 2 short films in the summertime. One of them is called Candy, and
Candy. What kind of candy?
Well,
Mars Big Away.
Very sugar-coated fruit kind of candy, and just to give a little brief synopsis about it, it's going to be involving voodoo, if you will.
Oh no.
Yes. So. You know,
New Orleans voodoo.
Well, let me just put it to you this way: the title.
Miss Gliz's gonna put a spell on you. Call me now for your free reading. No.
Let's just say that the main character, she creates a lot of mess unintentionally, but if there's really any big lesson, any moral I give to the story is you can overdo your fun, you know, if you don't take things seriously, and despite the fact that it's going to be a very short film compared to my other movies, you know, I feel it's exceptional based upon the quality of the story. But believe me, it has a very good synopsis to it.
Okay. What are the short films?
I'm also going to be making a movie called Vicky Vixen's Venomous Videos, and it's pretty much going to be my version of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I love Elvira. Who doesn't? And I'm going to be making a short film within that film. It's actually going to be a silent film within that story, and I like the idea that, in a way, silent films have kind of made a comeback with that movie, The Artist, and I feel that if I can put my spin on a silent movie and combine it with this little Elvira parody, then I feel like I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Beautiful. Real quickly, as the time's running down, any advice do you want to give the filmmakers out there?
The best advice I can give you, and I really do feel this is very strong advice, so you don't go home from Hollywood feeling like a failure, is no more than 1 skill when you go there. Believe me, if you go there just as an actor, you're not going to find success, because you might not find success as an actor. You know, you might have to maybe write or edit or even just be a production assistant, which, you know, you don't want to be, of course, because you really can't find much of your talent exposed like that. But the best word of advice I would give is no more than 1 skill when you go to New York or California or Hollywood and all these places where you can get the exposure needed, because believe me, it's always good to stand out with your skills and making sure you have more than 1 skills at hand.
Okay. As far as the, it's definitely a lot I could see. Like I said, a film doesn't usually get written overnight, though. It does take time to get written and produced out there. Jason Moran, I definitely want to thank you for you coming on to the program and everything. Like I said, we can only show at least a certain amount of things on the program here. It's a half an hour base. Anyway, Jason Moran, if anyone out there wants to make any contact with you, how can anybody do that, real quickly?
Well, you can, if you need to contact me, you can always send me an email at j.samuel.ryan@gmail.com, Or you can find me on Facebook. Just type in J. Samuel Ryan. I'm there. And, also drop me a tweet, J. Samuel Ryan. That's all in one word. And you can also visit LinkedIn also. I'm on there as well.
Okay. I do believe we forgot one person that was also in the film, was also John Cunningham, because I understand he was the voice that lead off for Ruth.
Yeah, he played a radio personality, and I really like how he did that part because it kind of helps kind of begin this whole thing. Him and my friend Eric Silverman, who plays the other radio personality on there, the meteorologist, if you will.
Okay.
And I like that. That's the only. Well, I won't give away the story because I want you to watch the movie, of course.
Right.
But let's just say that kind of lights the fuse that Ruth expresses throughout the whole context of the movie.
And I do believe you also had one very special guest cameo in the film itself too, and that'll be your own mother. Am I not right?
Yes.
Yes.
My mother was, she came through for me. I needed someone to just fill the shoes of this role, and so she came through for me. She played this role, and she took direction very well, which I'm thankful for, and she pulled it off.
Okay. Jay Samurai, definitely thank you for coming on the program. If anyone out there wants to make any further contact with me, they can write to the studio or email me at lapierreport@gmail.com. I'd like to thank Jamie Hickson, staff recruiter studio, and the accounting firm of Agency Advisors. To all our viewers, I'm Brian LaPayower, and this was LaPayower Report. Thank you for watching.